Did you know that between the hit album of Rainbows and the pretty moon-shaped pole, there was the dubious, loathsome, evil album that is the king of limbs? Some people claim the album came for them in their dreams to haunt them. Some people blame their broken marriages on the doings of the Tree album. Before I listened to this album, I was a student of technologies in a university. Now I'm the person of the streets. Radioheads explained that they wanted to design the most evil sound, to curse the very being of human life. For that is the way of the evil tree. But has anyone actually given a proper listen to the album? The year of 2011 was big. Radiohead was preparing an album. Machine Head released an album. Bjork had a funny hat on her album. Tom York finally had some free time for computer time. Amidst the play sessions of Disco Elysium, he was playing around with a free trial version of FL Studio, making goofy beats. Also, he was now king of disc joking. You see, Radiohead was a big band. Radiohead was a live band. Anything they could play together, they played together. Like, I can hear Johnny Greenwood shaking the lemon just a tad to the left of me. Even the more studio-oriented albums had a lot of live action in them. But this time, Radiohead was setting off for the making of another breakthrough, challenging the very existence of studio-recorded music, loops. But it was done before, you might have said, and frankly, it is kind of stupid. Like, live music is fun. But the Radioheads gently shook their heads and said, "No," as a faint pretty piano hooked you with the intrigue of 1,000 thoughts. You feel already at home, but oh no, the dastardly drum takes the scene. The piano loops into oblivion and dissolves into ambience. Even more drums fill the room, and notice the slight hint of a high-end little drum too. What a mess this is. This song fucking sucks. But suddenly, Colin Greenwood takes the bass and goes and Tom York follows suit. And suddenly we're in the land of understanding, with a connection between the crazy drum pianos and the lively vocal basses. Oh my goodness. But then Morning Mr. Magpie ushers the wild lands of trance and rain summoning with the evil backgrounds. And to understand the roots of the evil, one must go to the very beginning of time. The invention of a drum machine, apparently. What a dubious evil bringer of a machine, hindering live music and its friends. That is, if you're a fan of trees. My brilliant man Jonas here over on the Cuck Philosophy channel has this masterpiece about Deleuze's philosophy on representational thinking and drum machines, about trees and potatoes. You see, with a tree you have something in the roots, like a drum set, and you have a derivative of it, like a drum machine. So a drum set would be superior to a drum machine, with a drum machine being a mere faulty representation of a drum. But with a potato, an infinite world of possibilities. Everyone has something to offer. A drum machine isn't an imitation of a drum kit. It's a rhythmic instrument, much like a drum kit. You should watch the video, it's really good. Radiohead wasn't a stupid band that went blip loop fruity loops mode. That would be tree thinking over here. A studio approach didn't mean a lazy recording inferior to a live one. It meant new possibilities. You could record 27 different drum loops and collide them together to create new sounds. Let the piano go into the wildlands. Or take a look at the See? The delayed Tom York came in before the real one. There's also many new approaches to recording strings and whatnot. Look at them fill the space, more and more enter, layering upon each other. It's so good. And some songs use the luscious rhythms just to make you feel better. But in Feral, this one goes vocals the way Tom goes. With the drums ducking and coming back in with a volume of 1,000 decibels. But personally, I fancy. The thing I love about this one is how it's honest with the listener in a way. Listening to the thing, you start noticing the little bobs and the loops, the structure of the songs, the instrumentation. Did the song even have a chorus? Like, look at this cover, evil, evil being, yes. But you start looking. The text is this layer that desaturates the background image, but the evil, evil spirits are absent in the text. You know what I mean? Codex is the song of big feels. Big feels. It seems Deleuze, the king of limbus, and yet the piano is this fine texture. The vocals are distant echoes. Occasionally it hits you with the, big feels. And it slowly fades out without really saying goodbye and ushers in the and it's so nice and comforting, warm and haunting at the same time. And I'm not even talking about the million Tom Yorks that feature in the song. And the promotion campaign, the King of Limbs was the popular one. They got that thing in the newspapers, like newspapers, the newspaper. The King of Limbs. Look at this pretty fellow guy over here. Look at these visuals. Gather up the pit bull. This one gives off the millennia blade of Mikala impressions. This one's of the ever-brilliant gold mask. It is known information that Hidetaka Miyazaki and George R.R. Martin were big fans of Radioheads, guys, and the King of Limbs was a big inspiration for the Elden Ring video game. Go look it up. The packaging was meticulous. The little CD, 2 10-inch vinyl records, artworks, all inside of oxy-degradable plastic packaging, which degrades over time into microplastics, which enter the bloodstream and stay with you until you die. It was a music video, and there was, of course, the live show. The King of Limbs from the Basement remains one of my favorite performances and an etalon for others too. We all know that with live music, every performance is unique, but it's like it tries not to be. The drums will try to play the same things, the guitar solo will not try to change, the vocals, the lyrics, the structure, all a copy of the source material. Why? Maybe they were forced into this, or they stumbled into this by accident, but the King of Limbs performance is approached with a certain amount of respect and potato awareness. 3 people will be on the drums for this song. The little piano part, it is now a guitar part. Some parts were removed. Some parts were added. Some lyrics were swapped. The ambience, the instrumentation, the funny face, the little sound that a cup makes. The King of Limbs from the Basement is a masterpiece of live performance. To hell with flashy looking shows, give me more variation. It is nice to see the album not only take on the concept of potatoes and rhizomes, but actually live it. The songs challenge the studio recording process, and the live shows challenge the way people play known songs. Bloom, for instance, has like 4 different versions, all different and interesting in their own way. One of them was recorded with Hans Zimmer. Come on. I gotta say, it's always nice to see the absolute big boy geniuses of cinematic sound and not only work with people like Hans Zimmer. Separator, mama. Kind of flips the idea and is more live recording feeling, but that is enhanced with loops of Tom York and a consistent, constant. You gotta feel gotta love and most importantly, you gotta read between the lines of masterpiece. But what about the ghostly visions that haunt, about the evil and the unknown, the broken marriages? Well, a mere side effect. You'll get used to it. Alright, finally done with this shit. Let me listen to an actually good song for once.